Hey everybody, Okami here. Let's play Okami! Actually, let me fix some stuff here because this is from my old setting. Let's see our advanced settings. Let's see here. Flippy. Widescreen. Yeah, widescreen's best actually for this. Okay. Oh, I probably should have been watching this. Okay. Hey everybody, are you here? Let's play Okami. Because I've been wanting to play this game for literally 10 years. And I tried 10 years ago. And I failed. I have it on PS2 somewhere. I'm trying to look at my collections of stuff. I've got it for PS2 somewhere. I got through like maybe 3 or 4 hours of it, but never finished it. That being said, we'll see how it goes here. I'm gonna try and be mostly quiet through cutscenes and stuff, just because I want to watch them. Long ago, a tiny hamlet known as Kamiki lay nestled in a grove of proud and beautiful cherry blossoms. I need to get my phone. Hold on. Bloop. So, again, let me get my phone here. Let's see here. Okay, that's working out at least. If anybody wants to join chat, I've got it available on my phone. I'm not putting it on the screen, obviously. Yeah, so beautiful, proud, and cherry blossoms. Each and every tree around the quiet burg was honored as a god. However, the village was not without its dark secrets. I remember some of this. To satiate the appetite of Aurorki, a fearsome cave-dwelling beast, a young maiden was offered as a sacrifice at the annual festival. Yeah. With a body like a mountain and 8 heads mounted on necks the size of tree trunks, its blood-red eyes alone were said to curse anyone who gazed into them. No one dared disobey the horrific beast. Makes sense. You don't want to mess around with the giant floating dragon with 8 heads. When the night of the sacrifice drew near, a mysterious white wolf appeared outside the village. This wolf, its coat as brilliant as snow, was dubbed Shiranui. Again, I'm going to mispronounce this stuff. I'm going to apologize. The wolf kept a watchful eye on anyone who ventured outside the village, and made a habit of patrolling the streets at night. People assumed the wolf to be a familiar of Aurorki. One villager took it upon himself to face the fearsome Shiranui. The warrior Nagi attempted many times to challenge the wolf, but his attempts were thwarted by Shiranui's swift movements. Before long, the night of the accursed festival had arrived. A white plumed arrow heralded the coming sacrifice. Piercing the sky, the arrow sunk its shaft squarely into the home of Nami, the village's most beautiful maiden. Nagi, harboring a secret love for Nami, was bored and mad. Determined to put an end to Orochi. I keep putting an extra R in there. I don't know why. Orochi. Once and for all, Nagi traveled to the beast's cave in place of his beloved. The Moon Cave, a place as dark as evil itself, served as Orochi's home. As Nagi stood bravely before the entrance, a beast appeared, eyes glowing crimson upon eight thrashing necks. Orochi, I keep putting an extra R in there, I don't know why, stood tall before him, anxious for another sacrifice. Nagi leapt with incredible grace, swinging his blade valiantly. On and on he sliced well into the moonless night, but Orochi's hide was like steel. The blade left nary a scratch. Uh-oh. At long last, Nagi, his energy spent from the intense battle, dropped to his knees, fatigued and gasping for breath. He knew he was staring death in the face. It was then that the wolf appeared. As if to protect Nagi, it stood its ground before Orochi. In the darkness of the cave, the wolf's coat shone brilliantly. Alas, it was Shiranui, the wolf that dwelled outside the village. Bearing its fearsome claws, Shiranui leapt toward Orochi. Orochi feared its terrifying heads, readying its fangs for battle. The two beasts struggled wildly, thrashing in the darkness. We're not going to go there. Mysterious and terrifying, the spectacle continued. Shiranui summoned gusts of divine wind to counter Orochi's flames. As Orochi closed in on Shiranui, sharpened claws glistening, a gigantic tree suddenly sprouted forth, shielding the wolf. Shiranui fought gallantly to gain the upper hand. However, Orochi, protected by a mystical power, was not easily bested. Shiranui, covered in gashes, majestic coat dyed crimson, stood exhausted before the mighty Orochi. Orochi saw a chance to strike what would be the final blow, but Shiranui refused to give in. With its last ounce of strength, the majestic wolf gazed heavenward and unleashed a mighty howl. Suddenly, the black clouds overhead dissipated. The light from above glinted off Nagi's sword as a beacon of hope. Guided by his sword, Nagi, who had been taking shelter in the shadows, stood proudly to face his adversary. Channeling all his strength into his scarred and battered arms, he leapt ferociously toward Orochi, his sword poised high. The golden sword danced in his hands like a puppet on a string. One by one, Orochi's fearsome heads separated from their owner. Orochi's broken body collapsed in a lake of its own blood. In that instant, the curse that plagued the villagers was lifted. As the battle subsided, the sun shone once again in the sky. Shiranui had succumbed to Orochi's poison and struggled to breathe. Nagi scooped the beast into his arms and returned to Kamiki. When they reached the village, Shiranui was no longer moving. The village elder gently stroked the wolf's head. In response, Shiranui left out a hoarse and pitiful bark, and then closed its eyes and drifted off, as if into slumber. Peace had at last returned to Kamiki village. In honor of Shiranui's heroic exploits, The villagers erected a shrine and placed a statue of the wolf within it. Nagi's sword was christened Tsukuyomi and placed inside the moon cave. The villagers all looked forward to an age of endless peace. But this is not the end of the story. There is more to this tale than most people know. 100 years had passed since Nagi and Shiranui's heroic exploits. It happened so quickly that no one in the village even took notice. Uh-oh. What happened? What's happening inside the cave? Is this the legendary sword? Is this Tsukuyomi, the sword that banished the dreaded Orworki? I cannot keep this voice up for very long. No, it couldn't be. It's just a legend, a fairy tale. Ta-da! Uh-oh. Yeah, I remember none of this from the game last time I played. I literally remember none of this. Oh, he who... What voice is that? Oh, he who sees power. He who has broken my bonds. What voice is this? Speak the words. Speak the words. I wish darkness unto this world. Utter that prayer unto me and unleash my power. I make very bad decisions in life. Oh, there's all the trees. Uh-oh, and the sky returns to blackness. Yay, darkness! A horrible tragedy suddenly swept over the land. However, there was one village that seemed to escape the terrible curse. The tiny settlement of Kamiki Village enjoyed the protection of a sacred tree. It is here that the real story begins. Woodspread Sakuya. How troublesome. This is just like the ancient prophecy of doom. What has transpired to bring about such calamity? We must act quickly. There is no time to lose. My power has diminished over the years I've spent protecting this area. I don't have much time left in this world. Amaterasu! Now is the time! We have never needed your power more. Shine your divine light upon this broken and polluted world. Let your heavenly rays become our hope as you guide us all. Okami, Amaterasu. Such divine white light, such beauty and grace. The only one capable of such a wondrous spectacle is none other than our mother and the origin of all that is, Amaterasu. How delightful to see that the Savior whose brave sacrifice sealed away the evil demon so many years ago, has not changed one bit. Seeing as you emerge after so many years spent as a statue brings happiness to my heart. Sniff. I know how I feel. No, nap time. It's nap time. I'm a dog. Amaterasu, gaze above you and take in the condition of the guy. Since your untimely departure from our midst, the world has succumbed to two devious and vicious beasts. They have ravaged our fine and bountiful country of Nippon. But never have the circumstances been worse than they are at this very moment. Please use your powers to banish the darkness and punish those who would do us harm. Yeah. Please? What is this? Has something stolen its way into my robe? Oh. Okay. Whew, what on earth? Okay, what is that thing now? You again? What is that? Ow, 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 are you nuts? Oh boy, for a little thing. Oh no. Boy, for a little thing, you should make a big fuss. I was just trying to make the conversation a bit more, interesting, that's all. Were you napping in my clothes again, Bug? Bug? I told you 1,000 times not to call me that. I'm a wandering artist. The name is Isun. Wandering artist Isun, which also sounds like Toad because, again, I make terrible decisions in life. I'll show you just how great I am, and it won't be long till you're bowing before my great brush. That's pretty good. What do you think? Even cuter than the real thing, no? What's with you, Furball? You look kind of down in the dumps. Actually, you look kind of familiar. I got it. You look just like that statue of Shiranui. Whoa, what do you think you're doing? Are you crazy? A handsome guy like me should never be covered in wolf slobber. You'll regret messing with the great Isun. Don't make me use my prized sword, Denkomaru, against you. Guys, there's kind of the world collapsing right now. Well, what's that growling sound? And why is it so dark anyway? Oh, great guy Amaterasu. I've used all the power I have to protect Kamiki Village. The village lives on and their spirits lie encased in my fruit. Cut it free and the village will be reborn. I trust in you. I know that you will lead us down the right path. Only your awesome power can restore life to the world. This tree's returned to normal, huh? That Sakuya girl sure said some weird stuff. The villagers' spirits are being kept inside the fruit? Well, that's the fruit, and that girl said that. The girl said that if you cut it down, the village will be restored. But it's awfully high up there. If you don't use some kind of special power, there's no way you're gonna reach it. This darkness is really getting to me, too. A lot can happen while you're taking a nap. Yep. Oh. I get to move around. Okay. So... oh, there's a map. Nice. What in the world? There's something blocking the road leading back to the village. Am I dreaming? Alright, fine, we'll go into this thing.